Knowing how to spend your gems correctly is one of the most important things in Call of Dragons because gems are a paid currency and they do not come by easily. So stick around in this video because I'll be helping you know what to spend your gems on and what not to spend your gems on. What is up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. Now, first off, I want to start by apologizing for the lack of uploads. I haven't really had that many ideas to make videos on, so I just want to give a shout out to user Vswpu for requesting this video topic on Discord. If you guys have any video requests, please do let me know on my Discord channel. Also, to TIBOLT, because he requested that I make a video about Way of Land. I accidentally lost the spreadsheet and I can't really get a hold of you. So if you see this video, please do message me on Discord. However, with that out of the way, let's get this video started. Now, spending your gems efficiently and effectively is extremely important because, like I said before, they don't come by easily. You can obtain gems from various methods, like such as events, such as these, but they don't really give that many gems at all over time. And of course, gems you can also gather them from the open field, but gathering gems has like a soft limit up to 1,000, and then you hit a gem fatigue debuff, which kind of slows down your gem gathering by a really long time. You can see here the reduction resets on a weekly basis, so every Monday. However, I don't really remember the amount of time. I think it like resets. So instead of a node taking like 1 hour and a half to 2 hours, all the way up to like 8 or 9 hours or something like that, it's extremely long, but gathering like 1,000 gems a week is extremely valuable and it does add up over time, which could net you up to 52,000 gems a year, which is a lot, all things considered. In games like this that have a really long lifespan, you can end up gathering quite a little bit more of gems overall, which should help you over time. Another way you can earn gems is from killing darklings if you're lucky, and of course hitting fortresses, which do spawn in the starting zones right here. Let's see if we can find one. Right here, forts sometimes do give gems as well. They usually give like the 5 gem item. I don't have any on me right now. But if that is if you are very lucky, and of course the main way to earn gems is from spending money and buying packs. Any pack, you can see here the gem in the gem market, you can see every single value of pack gives a set amount of gems. So $5 packs usually give 1,250. $10 packs give 2,500, $20 packs give 5,000, $50 packs give 12,500, and of course the $100 packs give 25,000. Of course, with every other pack will give other items, but that was a topic for a different video. However, we're now focused on how to spend gems. So, with all the methods of how you can obtain gems cleared out of the way, it is important to know what you can spend your gems on to make the best purchases efficiently. Usually, me personally, with the state that I am in my account, I only spend my gems on the VIP shop every single time it resets. Now, you might be wondering, why is that when sometimes some of these speed ups appear at a higher discount rate in the Goblin market? Why not just buy it from the Goblin market? Which you do make a great argument for that, especially the 1 hour speed up. However, I usually have my account right now on maintenance mode. What that means is that I spend 39,000 gems a week, or sometimes 45,000, depending on the mood and how much gems I have on surplus. I usually grab out all the speed ups from the VIP shop, and including the 20 golden S2 tokens, whether if it's S1 for you or S2. Currently for me it's S2, so I tend to grab those out. And with that, it nets me up to 30 to 4, including as well the universal artifact keys, which in my opinion are much of the most viable out of the gold key versus universal artifact keys, because universal artifact keys are harder to come by, and artifacts in general are harder to come by than commanders. So I usually just spend around 39,000 to 45,000 clearing out the VIP shop, getting the stuff I need. If I have an extra surplus like I do right now, I might grab the gold keys. And if I'm feeling like it, other than that, I don't really get any of the resources here. I don't feel like it's worth spending your gems on at all. not even the reserves or any of that, because I don't feel like it's just good value for whatever the state of your account is. Unless you're like a super whale or a big spender, I don't feel like it's worth it. Now, you might be wondering, sometimes the Goblin Merchant gives better deals. Well, let's just spawn the Goblin Merchant and then break down why I don't usually get any of the Goblin Market stuff. And the reason why I don't do that is because I feel like the utmost frequency of getting speed ups from the Goblin market, especially if they are only at 60%, it's not really any difference from the VIP shop, which instead I should wait till 70 or 80%. I usually don't get anything from the Goblin market, especially in terms of speed ups, unless it's at an 80% discount. And of course, I don't really need any building speed ups, so I don't really grab anything here. Usually, there are some resources for a good deal, but spending gems on resources again is not worth it at all because you can just gather the resources for free from the map. So, usually, I focus more on speedups. If I find a good deal for research speedups, training speedups, or universal speedups, I grab it. However, I don't really refresh the goblin market that much either. Of course, this is in my opinion and in my experiences. Now, you might be wondering, this gold key is a good deal because it's at 70% heal, while in the VIP shop it's 50%. Now, the reason why I don't grab it is because I just like to set certain habits for myself. You can grab it personally if you want, but me personally, if I set that habit to myself, I will end up bleeding out gems over time because the Goblin Merchant just resets way too many times a day. It can reset up to 5 or 6 times depending on how frequently you can spawn it. You can spawn it by just hitting Darklings or anything, right? Like around 3 to 4 hours before reset, it will constantly spawn whenever you kill a Darkling or do any action that spawns the Goblin Merchant, but I just don't like setting that habit for myself. The reason for that is if I do that, then I end up breaking out of my cycle, which is my maintenance mode on my account. Now, I could be hindering myself by not grabbing the 70% research speeds or the 70% universals. I just like to wait for the 80% to feel better personally. You can grab the 70% much more and just completely ignore the 60-minute speedups from the VIP shop instead, which will net you better value, but this is just a personal thing, which, speaking of it out loud, might actually change my perspective on this, and I might also start grabbing research speedups or universal speedups for 70% and 80%. However, 60% I feel like it's just not enticing enough to grab from the Goblin Merchant, which is why the VIP shop comes in. Now, buying regular speedups from or gemming research times, I feel like is not always worth it. You might feel like it is, but sometimes it's not because you just grab the speed up for its full value. Now, what I mean by that is that the 30 right now I have 30 days and 9 hours left on my research. Now I can grab that entirety of research from the VIP shop for up for 19,000 gems, which will net with if I grab every single speed up in that when it resets tomorrow, versus spending 40,000 gems right now on a 30-day speed up, which I'm not really in any rush to do. Plus, it's just a waste of gems. So I can grab up to 60 days worth of speed ups for the same amount of gems if I do spend on a 30-day speed up right now, which again is not worth it. You always want to be efficient with your gems because they're not really that easy to come by unless, of course, you're a mega whale or a spender or whatever type of spender you are. Some other things you can spend your gems on, which you will not really feel any lack of value on, is the end of season artifact compodium. The end of season artifact compodium, especially if you are anointed, conqueror, or whatever type of artifact compodium you end up giving access to, is always worth it because you are guaranteed at least two legendary artifacts for the price of 30,000 gems. Yes, that is correct. 30,000 gems for at least two legendaries is a great deal. Take it, always buy it. It's worth it 100% because not only are the chances for the legendary artifacts higher than usual, you can also get lucky and get even more than two. Of course, if you have good luck, knowing myself, I don't really have the best luck, but still, two legendary artifacts, even if they are not that good, they'll still be useful for 6-starring other artifacts because you do need 4 legendary artifact emblems in order to 6-star a single artifact. That is everything that you need to know what to spend your gems on efficiently and effectively. If I didn't cover any topics, please do let me know in the comments down below. Um, One more thing before I continue, of course, gemming troops is sometimes worth it, sometimes it's not. It depends on, of course, the level of spender you are. Though I'm pretty sure the vast majority of players can't really afford to gem troops, so just stick with speed ups instead. Just to recap everything we've discussed, VIP shop, always worth it. If you don't want to grab the 1 hour speed ups from the VIP shop, you can get it at a better deal from the Goblin Market. I don't really spin the Goblin Market more than the free one. Sometimes, if I have an extra surplus of gems, I do, but most of the time, I don't really have an extra surplus of gems. One more thing, because I think I forgot about that, is gemming policies and whether if it's worth it or not. And of course, if we're gonna mention policies, we're gonna also mention the Dragon Trail. Right now, since they kind of nerfed ways to get XP, I tend to grab all 3 quick loots for 80,000 each, just for the extra XP, so I can get my commanders up and running quicker. Now, this is usually good and bad, all things considered. If you just gather the gems from the open field, you can kind of break even on this after a while. But other than that, as for gemming your policies, I gemmed my policies because we were in the middle of a war, so I got everything important, such as military expansions 1, 2, 3. I finished all the hospital stuff, so I can have as effective as possible for elixir production, so I can heal my troops faster and stay on the open field much faster. Of course, if you want to learn how to fight properly in the open field, I will leave a link to the open field guide up at top right, so be sure to check that out as well. However, with that being said, that is everything that you need to know on where to spend your gems and how to spend your gems effectively. If you like content like this, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and join our Discord if you have any content requests. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Meow meow!